Welcome to the Equine Breakdown, where I talk about horse race analysis, race breakdowns, and race analysis. This weekend is the Grade 1 $2 million Stephen Foster Stakes at Churchill Downs. There's four main contenders that I believe could win the race, and I'll be presenting them today. So let's break this down. Starting off from the two posters, White Abarrio. White Abarrio is trained by Safi Joseph Jr., and he is entering this race as a 3-1 co-favorite. He's ridden by Irad Ortiz. His last race, he beat Sovereignty, the main favorite, 6-5 right now, in the Oakland Handicap, where he ran a 107 speed buyer. He was ridden by Irad Ortiz that day. He beat Journalism, Sovereignty, and Publisher. The race before that, he ran 98, going 1 and 8, and then 100 in the Jockey Club Gold Cup with Edgar Zayas aboard. I believe he beat Sovereignty. The only reason he beat Sovereignty was because Sovereignty and Journalism went to the lead, set the fractions early, tired themselves out, and then White Abarrio took over and showed him what he did best, which is his late running ability coming from the mid-pack. So he's been consistent. Every single race he's been consistent. He was only bought for $40,000 in 2021. He's been very, very consistent. Just ran his best race, and he was the oldest one in that field. Has been training really well at Gulfstream Park, so a lot to like for White Abarrio. I just think other options are better here. Moving on to the next horse is Sovereignty. Moving on to post number 3 is Sovereignty. He is trained by William Mott and ridden by Junior Alvarado. He is the Kentucky Derby winner and Belmont winner. He also went on to win the Jim Dandy and Travers Stakes. He's a current 6-5 favorite for a reason. He's had the best speed figures, ran 112 in the Travers. The reason I didn't really, what's it called? I think the only reason he lost was because of the pace setup he had. He went out to the lead early, which isn't really his preferred running style. He's more of like a mid-pack runner. And he was coming off a pretty big layoff from August to April. He has ran the best he ran 105 in July, and then a month later he ran 112, so he is running a month later. Been training spectacular. I think this is the best he's ever looked. The only time he was ridden by Manuel Franco was the only time he came second, other than his last loss, which is excusable. Other than that, take away his loss, he would have been a 1-2 favorite. He's spectacular going into this race. He looks the best. He ran 103 in the mud at Churchill Downs last time at Churchill Downs, so everything to like. He's beaten by Baeza multiple times. Like I said, last race is excusable. So yeah, we'll see how he does this Saturday. Moving on to post number 4 is Baeza. He is trained by William Mott and ridden by Flavian Pratt. He was previously trained by John Sheriff, who recently passed away. His last race was in the Alashiba, which he ran 99. To me, that is excusable because when he got out the gate, gate really bad. He was sent back about 4 lengths, had to come back a long way, still managed to finish a strong third in the Alashiba. So I think this is excusable. Wilmot, outstanding trainer. He trained Sovereignty as well. He's ran amazing speed buyers besides his last race. In the Breeze Cup, he ran 105, and then the PA Derby, 106, Jim Dandy, 104, Belmont, 104. So I think everything's fine. When he was with Flavian Pratt, he won 104, 102. Is a mid-pack runner. I think he will like the pace setup 100%. Has ran against spectacular horses and always finished top 3. Versus Sovereignty. He's came third, second, and then burst over Magnitude in the Pennsylvania Derby. So he's beat Magnitude and then came 6th in the Breeders' Cup Classic and then 3rd. So he hasn't finished worse than 3rd since since his maiden back in December at Del Mar. Or no, he's finished worse than third 2 times in his career. Only 2 times in his career, which is the Breeders' Cup and the his maiden. So he will finish in the money for sure. Um, we'll see how he does this Saturday. Okay. Moving on to post number 5 is Magnitude, ridden by Jose Ortiz, trained by Steve Asmussen. His last race was when he won the $12 million Dubai World Cup. His last 3 rides, he's been ridden by Jose Ortiz, the Derby winner. Ran 101, 100. The reason he's not my pick for this race is because when at Churchill Downs, he raced in the Clark where he ran 101. Over not the bet he raced against Hidshow, but Hidshow's really a hit or miss. Hidshow's a really hit or miss, and then Chunk of Gold, which isn't the most outstanding horse. He has beat Forever Young, which to me the Dubai World Cup means nothing. Hidshow beat Forever Young in the I think Dubai World Cup last year, so I don't think it's a really I don't think it's a race to be really proud of with these horses, so I don't think it really stands out as much as like Sovereignty's track record, and I don't think he'll beat Baeza second time out. So last time at the Clark he only ran 101, so I don't think he's really a standout. That is the Stephen Foster besides number 1 Willie D's, which I believe has no chance in the race and will come last. So other than that, that is the field, and yeah. My top pick for the Grade 1 Stephen Foster is Sovereignty. Sovereignty is the most spectacular horse. His track record says it for himself. The only time he really did not perform well was the Oaklawn Handicap, which he still ran a 105 speed buyer, not on his best day. So coming back to Churchill Downs, he likes this track a lot. He will get the win in this Stephen Foster. My second pick is going to be Baeza. Baeza, he's been consistent. His last race is excusable. Other than that, he's been racing 104, 105, 106 speed buyers, so I could see how he comes second in this race when he gets a break. Moving on to my third pick is White Abarrio. White Abarrio, he's been consistent his whole career. He's been consistent his whole career. He's been an excellent horse for the Safi Joseph barn. I believe he'll come in third. I don't think he's better than Baeza or Sovereignty, but yeah. Moving on to my fourth pick is Magnitude. I don't think the Dubai World Cup's a standout race compared to what these horses have raced for. I think it's just an inflated purse. He beat Forever Young, but I don't think it's the most proudest race he's ran. In the Clark, he ran 101 at Churchill Downs. So, yeah. Those are my predictions for the Stephen Foster.